Imagine playing football only to find out the coach is your father. There was a shooting in Phoenix Airport. Can hookers and blow save Christmas? And one of your favorite sedans and car companies might be going away forever. All this and more on this week's X&X. Welcome back to X&X. It's your boy Jay. You know what it is. I hope everybody had a happy holiday. It seems like over the holidays, things were still crazy in the world. And you know I'm here weekly to give it to you so that you don't have to go searching for it. So let's get into our first story this week, starting off with something extremely adorable.
I am very proud of myself and all of my other friends inside my class. And my class is really sweet, except one little boy. And I need to tell you,
Little Mama was not having it. I like her. She was like, I like my class. I like everybody in my class except for one little boy. And she was not playing any games. She was going to out that boy. If the teacher didn't step in, she was going to out him. And that is perfection, girl. Keep that attitude through life. If they're being mean to you, you let them know. She was such a sweetheart.
This man wanted to find his biological parents, but he was shocked when he learned that his father had been with him this entire time. When Dylan McCullough was only 2 years old, his adoptive parents got divorced and his mother struggled to make ends meet. Growing up in this environment, he channeled his frustrations into football, and in his senior year of high school, he was recruited to play for Miami University under the mentorship of Coach Sherman Smith. They formed a strong connection, and Coach Smith treated Dylan as his own son. Dylan became such a talented football player that by the end of college, he was drafted to play in the NFL. After having his first son, Dylan decided to search for his biological parents. When he found his mother, she revealed his father's name. Dylan couldn't believe what he heard. It turned out that his father had been by his side all along. It was Sherman Smith. Sherman never knew he had a son, as Dylan's biological mother had never told him about her pregnancy. When they met after learning the truth, they shared a big hug, and Dylan, who had grown up without a dad, was called son for the first time in his life.
And what is the chances of that? What are the chances that you find your real biological father who had no idea you existed and he was your football coach? Man, look, sometimes the Lord above amazes me on how things work out, because that just can't be a coincidence. That is too specific to be a coincidence. But I hope this young man and his dad going to have a fantastic future together, because this is heartwarming.
Anita Baker and I were at the Soul Train Music Awards, and I got an award. Mm-hmm. I was so excited, and at that time, I really liked Anita Baker too. I was like, oh wow! And I was walking past her, and she stopped me, and I thought she was going to congratulate me, and she whispered in my ear. She said, "You take that award and put it up on your mantle because it's the only one you're going to get." That's what I did. I said, oh. Anita Baker threw a shade.
I gotta tell you, I hate hearing stories like this, especially about artists that I like. I'm an Anita Baker fan. Well, the more I hear about Anita Baker, my fandom is starting to slip a little bit, because this is not the only story I've heard about Anita Baker being really rude to people. And I really hope that that's not true, but all signs are starting to point to Anita is a little bit rude. Apparently, she does want to give it to you 365 days in a year. So if you didn't get that, laugh now and then figure it out when you get home.
What was supposed to be a sweet holiday moment at a Charlotte Hornets basketball game turned out to look awfully grinchy. The mascot, dressed as Santa, gave a 13-year-old a PlayStation, and the crowd loved it. But when they went to commercial break, they took it back.
In a statement, the Hornets are apologizing. During last night's game, there was an on-court skit that missed the mark. The skit included bad decision-making and poor communication. Simply put, we turned the ball over and we apologize.
A lot of people just were like, hey, if you know the kid, I have an extra PS5, I can give it to him.
Happy holidays, friend.
Well, the Hornets say they're going to give that PlayStation back to the team, but why didn't they just let him keep it in the first place?
Charlotte, you cannot possibly be this stingy. Give the boy the PlayStation. All you had to do was give the boy the PlayStation. Whose idea was it to hand him a PS5 and then think a child was going to give a PS5 back with no problems. And besides, don't y'all make hundreds of millions a year? You can't give up like a $400 PlayStation to a kid, and the only reason you're doing it now is because you got slut-shamed into it. But good. You owe him more than that, in my opinion. This is deplorable. I don't care if you do it at the end of it. I couldn't rock with this. That's shame on y'all.
Hookers and blow save Christmas. It was Christmas Eve in the small town of Pleasant. Everyone was excited to soon open their presents. The weather was cold, with deep piles of snow. Police Officer Bob called Hookers and Blow. Tom Transport is loaded with cards, candy and gifts, but broke down out of town and is stuck in snowdrifts. We need all of those presents for the big party today. No problem, said Hookers. We can help right away. The snow was quite deep and covered the road. Blow got to work blowing and could handle the load.
Ah, yes, we have another book that is disguising itself as a children's book when really we all know that it's not. Remember the other week we had Becky the Throat Goat? Now we have Hookers and Blow Save Christmas as a tow truck and a snowplow. This is wild. And there are many more books to come. I just won't give them to you all in 1 week. I'm spacing them out. Wait until you see the next book. This is wild. It's all cute if it's for adults, but if this gets into the hands of children.
You might not ever get rich. Let me tell you, it's better than digging a ditch or being chased by a witch.
There ain't no telling who you might meet.
A movie star, maybe even a Indian chick. Working at the car wash. Working at the car wash. Yeah. Come on and sing it with me. Car wash. Get with the feeling, y'all. Car wash. Yeah.
This should be illegal. This right here should be illegal. Lock every one of the Brady Bunch up for this. No, don't ruin Car Wash like that. That's horrible. That's a horrible rendition of it. That's a soulless, horrible rendition of it. The Brady Bunch was a cool television show, but don't y'all ever let nobody else do this right here. Oh no, this is bad. Rolls Royce is somewhere pissed off. Like, don't do our song like this.
4 people are injured after a fight at an Arizona airport on Christmas night. Police say a family got into an argument and it escalated at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. 3 people were shot and 1 person was stabbed. The violent incident sparked rumors of an active shooter, which investigators later confirmed was not accurate.
This man received a text message that he believed there was an active shooter at Sky Harbor. This was not an active shooter, there never was.
And police say that man came to the airport with a gun after hearing the rumors and got into an altercation with police. That suspect will soon face charges, but no one involved in the initial incident has yet been charged.
We gotta stop this cowboy stuff that we're doing. That's ridiculous. See, and then false information. False information escalated a situation. And why are you brandishing a handgun on somebody in an airport anyway? And then somebody else hears that there's an active shooter and wants to come in and play John Wayne. And now there's another problem in the situation where this whole thing blows up and then 3 people are shot and 1 gets stabbed. Now this person is in trouble and now people have been injured, possibly for no reason, over something that probably could have been resolved peacefully.
The Japanese car makers Nissan, Honda and Mitsubishi have signed an agreement to explore a potential merger as their sales fall and competition intensifies. The companies will hold negotiations over the next 6 months with the goal of setting up a new holding company by August 2026. If this 3-way merger ends up happening, those companies would become the 3rd largest car manufacturer behind Toyota and Volkswagen. Honda's CEO Mibe Toshihiro says the move will offer the companies more flexibility.
We have come to the realisation that in order for both parties to be leaders in this mobility transformation, it is necessary to make a bolder change than a collaboration in specific areas.
Honda's most recent half-year results showed its profit had plunged 20%, while Nissan has reported a $95 million quarterly loss, and it plans to slash 9,000 jobs. And on top of that, it's been struggling for years since its former chairman, Carlos Ghosn, was arrested in 2018 on charges of fraud and misuse of company assets.
I don't know how this is Honda, Nissan, and Mitsubishi all under one umbrella. Well, I know Nissan's been having problems for years now, and Nissan is huddling on the verge of bankruptcy. So I guess I understand from a financial side what this move does, but one of my favorite cars in the world is the Nissan GTR. And if that goes away, because y'all merged Honda, I'm gonna have to fly to Japan. Somebody gonna have to put their hands up in Japan. I'm not playing with y'all, for real. So I don't understand. Honda seems to be the heavier part of this deal. So I don't know if they're gonna dismantle Nissan, they're talking about it being for EV purposes and coming together to be the third largest automobile maker behind Toyota and Volkswagen. But I just feel like I have a hunch that Honda's gonna chop parts of Nissan that they don't like and probably get rid of Mitsubishi in large part altogether. That's my time for this week. I thank you all for hanging out with me for this week's X and X. Y'all know the deal, right? Road to 500. We getting there. We almost at 300. You can be the 300th. We're about 6 away from 300. We're moving. I appreciate y'all very much. Y'all must be liking, subscribing, and sharing. I appreciate y'all. Keep it doing. Keep more. The more I heard, the more you do it, the more Santa will bring you more gifts next year. That's just what I heard. It's just what I heard. It's just a rumor. It's just what I heard. But definitely, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, thank you for hanging in there. We have plenty more things to come. I want y'all to have a very safe and happy new year rolling into 2025. We are so blessed to have made it this far because 2024 was a doozy. But y'all know what to do, right? Love you. Love somebody else. And I'll see y'all soon.